Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Star Wars The Old Republic Jedi Knight Edition. Now, when we left off, we had just gained the mission to rescue, or shall we just say find, Jomar Chul. And for this, of course, once again, I am going to be taking Lord Scourge. Obviously, I would like to use Rusk. Don't get me wrong, I really do like his character. I just feel as though Lord Scourge is much more suited to this particular type of mission. So, let us head into the phase and be greeted by our first Imperial opponents. So, yes, let's see what we can do here. I'm pretty sure we can get... Ah, yes, very nice stun. Yes, very, very nice stun right there. And, yes, these guys really do not stand much chance against a... Well, I was going to say a Lord of the Sith, but he's actually not... Well, he is a Lord, isn't he? Yes, Lord Scourge, but he's actually the Emperor's Wrath. So, really, they do not stand any chance whatsoever against... a lowly Jedi and the Emperor's Wrath. Yes, of course, I call myself a lowly Jedi, yes, because we are, of course, humble. Oh, yeah. Ah, yes, a little bit, anyway, a little bit.
We have no time to waste.
Oh, yes, we have no time to waste. Yes, we don't, I know. Yes, I'm saying it in a very cool voice. Oh, yes, he does have a very, very cool voice actor, in my opinion. Okay, so, let's see what we can do with the next... Wow, they are giving us so many enemies to fight right here. Okay, I'm actually really surprised about that. Usually they'll give you a smattering of weakened or standard units, and then they'll give you one large one and various other things like that, but right now they seem to all be in different places. You can't adequately get some AoE damage on them and everything, so... never mind. Okay, so apparently Lehan Naz and Jomar Chul are both here. I have a feeling that something is afoot. Not entirely sure what it is, though.
Right on time. You're practically a droid. I knew if I applied the right stimulus, you couldn't resist coming here.
Something's wrong with Leha. She's not herself. She tricked me.
Jomar was chasing proof you'd fallen to the dark side. He fell into my trap like a greedy child. You were just as easy.
The Emperor is dominating your mind. Resist him.
Please, don't hurt her. She doesn't know what she's doing.
Poor boy. You think you love me. But what we shared in secret on Tython was only a shadow of true passion.
They indulged their base desires. Impressive.
I'll show you true ecstasy, Jomar. But first things first.
This is why the Jedi are forbidden to fall in love. Your emotions have unbalanced you.
You've been dead inside since you joined the Order. You should thank me for what's coming. You remember the meaties? I gave my little droid friends a few upgrades I think you'll enjoy. Briefly.
No, I don't want to kill the droids. Oh, they were so nice and cute. Oh well, it appears as though that is the path we must take. That is not great, is it? No, not great at all. Unfortunately, they don't seem to be doing that much damage. I don't know what about the upgrades, but, well... Yes, that is actually really unfortunate. I was thinking maybe they would start using force powers. That would be pretty cool to see them use force push or something, but apparently Lord Scourge has her number, no problem at all. Apparently is just being able to solo her, no problem. Wow, that was pretty impressive. Okay, ooh, I was hoping that we wouldn't have to kill her, to be honest, but okay, let's see what's going on here.
Stop! 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 Where are we?
Leha, it's me. You're going to be all right.
My poor droids. How did we get here?
You've been under the Emperor's control. You tortured Jomar and tried to kill me.
No. That's not possible. No. I can feel the Emperor's presence. He hates you. The things he made me do.
Come home to Tython. Master Satele will help you. I have no right to ask you for anything, but the Council doesn't need to know about us. Please, keep our relationship to yourself.
There's a war on. I don't care about your indiscretion.
Thank you. I'm sorry for all of this. I was wrong about you. My mission wasn't a total failure. I overheard Leha delivering orders from the Emperor to a high-ranking Sith Lord. I couldn't hear details, but I know someone named Lord Fulminus went on a secret mission to the planet Voss.
Lord Fulminus. The Emperor isn't taking any chances with Voss.
I'll take Leha home. Thank you for saving her. Us.
Oh, well, there we go. Apparently we don't get to kill her, which is actually rather nice. I actually do like her quite a bit. She has, well, she's actually one of the favorite races that I seem to like quite a bit. Unfortunately, we can't play them. It would be nice if we could have them as a playable race. But, okay, anyway, we are going to be transporting to our ship's holo terminal, of course. That was a relatively brief stop, and I am assuming that we are now going to be going to Voss. And that is, I would say it's actually one of my neutral planets. I don't particularly dislike it, but I also don't particularly like it. So we're going to see just what they have us doing there.
Master Satele, I rescued Jomar and found Lehan Naz. She's been under the Emperor's control and needs your help. They're headed for Tython now. I also learned a high-ranking Sith named Fulminus is on the planet Voss.
That is disturbing news. Voss was discovered only recently. Its society is dangerously unbalanced. The people worship an elite group of Force users who rule with absolute authority. Despite our best efforts, Voss's government rejects the Jedi Code.
The Emperor has always taken a great interest in that world. I thought he sought to conquer it, but clearly he intends its destruction.
Go to Voss, find Lord Fulminus, and stop his plans.
Well, I will try my very best. Okay. Wait a minute. What just happened there? Do I have to interact with the holo terminal again?
This is Jomar Chul. I wanted to thank you again for saving Leha, and I appreciate you keeping our relationship to yourself. I'm helping her recover from what happened. It's slow going, but she's making progress. I'm sorry I ever doubted you. I consider you a true friend. Jomar Chul out.
Ah, okay. Well, there we go. That's what we had to do. And now that we've completed that, I think we might want to take a look and just see if there's any more holo recordings from Bengal Moore. You never know. I actually look forward to those, believe it or not, because he seems to be quite the unhinged but rather ruthless character. And I do quite like that. Seems pretty cool. But, okay, before we go to Voss, I think it would be a nice idea to speak to Sergeant Rusk, because we're probably going to take him on this particular mission, and we'll see what he has to say before that.
Master Jedi, I'm aware that my recent military record might raise some concerns. I want to reassure you that my squad fatality rates have not consistently been this high.
So you only lose all of your men some of the time?
The first squad I commanded after making Sergeant was sent to free POWs being held at a small Imperial outpost. Intel said the place would be lightly manned. Most of the Imperials wouldn't arrive for another 24 hours. Intel was wrong.
I assume you got more than you bargained for.
The Imperials sent their reinforcements a day early. When my squad broke into the outpost, we were outnumbered 10-1. We were outmanned and outgunned, but we achieved our objective, freed all the POWs, and came out alive. My squad's casualty rate was 97.4%, but we had no fatalities.
It's impressive that anyone made it out of there with those odds.
They were good soldiers, far better than any of the others I've had under my command. Our mission was accomplished without permanent loss of Republic resources. That squad was effectively trained, and as a result, we achieved victory much more efficiently.
They must have been remarkable soldiers.
They are. Good soldiers are a resource. Yes, their loss damages the war effort, but they are meant to be used. Victory for the Republic is worth any cost. Master Jedi, our downtime has had a positive impact on my battle readiness. I believe I'm 14.2% more prepared for combat now.
It's good to know you've been using your time wisely, Sergeant.
I've had a lot of time to think. I've forgotten what that was like.
Relax while you can, Sergeant. There's more fighting ahead.
I'm looking forward to it. I've been thinking about my original squad. I haven't seen any of them since we liberated that POW camp. They seem to be on active duty, but I can't find any mention of commendations or recognition. They should be decorated soldiers.
I'm sure you'll find something.
Carson, Naja, Eckert, that whole squad has simply vanished.
They're probably just posted somewhere far from the fighting.
It seems like a terrible waste of skilled personnel. They'd be most valuable to the Republic deployed on the front. This just doesn't make sense to me. Finally tracked down my old squad mates, Master Jedi. Wishing I hadn't. General Garza recruited them into the Special Forces Black Ops program. But now, they're in a detention facility on Birun, convicted of war crimes.
War crimes are a serious charge. How did your old squad go from being heroes to convicted criminals?
Black Ops doesn't make heroes. It trains killers. If the right targets die, no one complains. They renamed my old squad the Surgeons, tasked them with destabilizing the Empire's command structure by removing its best leaders. But the Surgeons didn't just target Imperial commanders. They went after the officers' families. They wanted to send the enemy a message.
That's the sort of communication the Empire needs more of.
Killing civilians only gives the enemy more resolve, puts their backs against the wall. The detention center's warden says my old squad mates are serving life sentences. They're young. That's a lot of years to spend in cages. The next time I get nostalgic and curious, Master Jedi, give me a planet to invade.
Ooh, I see. Well, it seems as though many of the, well, shall we just say, many of the options that we get are sometimes misconstrued, because you see, well, what is it? I don't know, 1 to 3 wording in the conversation options, and then you think to yourself, oh, okay, that one sounds pretty good, and then you select it, and then it doesn't actually sound the way that you anticipated, and in actual fact, it makes things worse, which I have to say is sometimes the way it goes, but I guess, yeah, that's the problem with not being able to see the entire conversation ahead of time. But we are now traveling to Voss, and we'll see what it has in store for us.
We're in orbit around Voss, Master Satele.
Be wary when you reach the surface. Voss is a strange world under the absolute control of a group of powerful Force users called the Mystics. The Mystics reject the idea that the Force has both a light and dark side. They claim to follow a neutral path, both in their politics and the Force. Despite their claims, I fear the Mystics have more in common with the Sith than with us.
Are you saying the Voss are servants of the dark side?
The Mystics use the visions given to them by the Force to control the lives of ordinary citizens. Like the Sith, they use their power to dominate others.
The Mystics are prophets who shape the direction of Voss society. The Emperor wants to wipe out all life in the galaxy. Hardly the same thing.
The dark side is subtle and insidious, as you well know. The Emperor did not begin his conquest of the galaxy by declaring his true intentions.
Whatever the Emperor is up to, I'll stop him.
We haven't uncovered the Emperor's plan to destroy Voss yet, but he recently dispatched a Sith Lord named Fulminus to this system.
Lord Fulminus created the Harrowers you faced in the Emperor's fortress. Be wary.
The Harrowers were twisted beings of pure evil.
The dark side has the power to corrupt life itself. Fulminus is a master at manipulating evolution to create unimagined horrors.
We know Fulminus is somewhere on Voss. He's communicating with the Emperor through an encrypted communications relay. We've detected several signal scramblers outside the planet's capital city of Voss Ka. Disable them, and we can track the comm signal to his location.
You can count on me.
If you act quickly, you should be able to disable all the scramblers before Fulminus knows what's happening. Then we can find him. May the Force be with you.
Well, we will do our very best, but why? Why is it one of these again? It's one of these where we have to disable 3 things. Oh no. Yes, that happens more often than not, unfortunately enough. But I suppose at least we get a rather nice autumnal environment to walk through as we do it. So, that's not bad, I gotta say. Okay, well, we have killed a couple of... Oh, well, I was gonna say we've killed all the units around the last signal scrambler, but unfortunately they have yet another one for us to kill there. Yes, thank you very much, Rusk, and I think this is the last one, hopefully. Ah, no, really? Really? Now there's a master one. There is a master one, and it is all the way over there. Oh, I can't believe that. That is just... Oh, that grinds my gears, that does. It certainly does. Considering, oh well, I guess we are walking through a very nice part of Voss here, as you can see. Look at how nice it is. But, of course, it is a rather fair distance to the Master Signal Scrambler. I really have no idea why they decided to make it so that you had to do 3, and then, oh, lo and behold, there's another one, of course. Okay, Well, at least we are probably gonna not have to kill any other units, maybe, to get there. Oh, we actually have a Gormak Deathwalker in our path. Not probably going to be dealing with him. I'm going to be dealing with the other fellows around here. Oh, there we go. Apparently these guys have some sort of flame technique. That's actually pretty cool. There we are. That's a little bit easier, I suppose, than the creatures.
That's the last scrambler. Now, to get a fix on that signal. The signal's originating from a nearby cave. Fulminus must be inside.
I recommend an immediate frontal assault. Catch the enemy unprepared.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you very much, Sergeant Rusk. I will take that under advisement, but of course I think we're probably going to be doing that. Yep, we're probably going to be doing that immediately. Imperial Marksman, hello. You are about to have a very bad day. There we are. Very nice. Okay, yes. Now, Sergeant Rusk, I'm getting a little bit used to using him, of course, because he is a long-range companion. He has a gunner style of doing things. So, yeah, a little bit foreign to me right now, but we are going to do our very best, of course, to work with him as much as possible. He is not going to be in melee with us, so he's not going to take much damage, and we are instead going to be taking a lot of the damage. So, we'll see how well that goes over time. Right now, he's actually doing a lot of damage, so I'm pretty happy with that. But we just need to make sure that we watch out for our HP. Wonderfully enough, though, we have this ability, and it's called Focus Defense. Now, it is on a 2-minute cooldown, which I really do not like, but it is such an amazing ability, or at least when I used it the one time, I think off screen previously in the previous episode, actually, it is amazing. I was down to, I think, 50% HP, I used it, and then I was up to full HP in a matter of 10 seconds. So, it really is very, very good, but of course, I don't know how effective that is if you are outnumbered or if you're getting absolutely massacred by a big enemy or something, but a huge amount of small units, yeah, it is very, very effective indeed. So I guess we're going to get to try it out against that Imperial Field Commander, who is just over the way there, because no doubt he's going to be dealing a lot of damage, and he is level 45, whereas we are level 43. So probably going to be a little bit difficult to take him on. So, let's see what we can do here. I'm going to just go in with the amount of HP we have right now, and we'll just see whether we're able to eliminate him. I have faith in Sergeant Rusk's damage. And we're going to try out our Focus Defense now. So, there's the Focus Defense. Now, let's see what it actually does. Oh, full HP. Literally. Full HP. Did you see that? That was amazing. We just went from 60 to 100% in a second. So, that's exactly what I mean. It is a very impressive ability. Unfortunately, it does only last 15 seconds, but that is enough time to get up to full HP every single second of those 15 seconds, so it's really, really cool. But 2-minute cooldown, of course, is going to be quite the hazard. So, gonna have to, obviously, choose when you use it. But, oh, now we have to enter the Jedi Knight phase. I actually thought we had already entered it. Okay, so let's head in here and see what we have to deal with.
Outsider, why are you here?
I'm not going to answer any questions until you tell me your name.
I am Tala Ray. You wear Jedi garb, Sith's sworn enemy. We want none of your war. I search for Fulminus. Do not interfere.
We both want the same thing. Maybe we should team up.
I seek Valen Da. He is a powerful mystic. I am sworn to protect him. 3 days ago, Valen Da left the Mystic Temple with Lord Fulminus. Neither have been seen since.
Did Lord Fulminus take Valen Da hostage?
Jedi prejudice. Valen Da left the temple willingly. You wish violence upon Lord Fulminus.
Listen to me. All Voss are in danger. Fulminus intends to kill everyone on this planet. I won't let that happen.
Your actions may harm Valen Da. That must not be. Leave.
No! Get back, you foul monsters! You want to peel the flesh from our bones!
That's right. I'll skin you alive if you don't tell me where to find your master.
The beasts want to feast on our innards! Kill them before they chew out our guts! Ah!
Well, they are deranged. I guess that was the only option, really. I tried to fool them, but obviously they're not really going to listen to reason, are they? No. Not at all. So I guess we're just going to have to do this the old-fashioned way, and we now have a potential new ally. I'm not entirely sure what to make of her just yet, but I suppose we'll see once we speak to her again.
Called us monsters, mad with terror.
Lord Fulminus must have done something to destroy their minds.
He may not be to blame. Many who enter the wilds go mad. Here, a holo recorder.
Welcome back, Lord Fulminus. The ritual preparations are complete. Is this Voss going to be our first test subject?
Vaylin Dar is still useful to me. The same cannot be said of you.
No! Please don't! Ah! Ah! The monsters! I can see them! They're everywhere! They're all around me! No! No!
Fulminus destroyed the minds of his own apprentices. Now do you understand why he has to be stopped?
There is more.
We're done here. Take me to the Shrine of Healing. The journey is long. We must go now.
This clue seems a little too convenient to have been dropped by accident.
Vaylin Daw left the holo for me to find. Fulminus is dangerous. We must work together.
First you ordered me to leave, now you want to team up?
The situation changed. The Shrine of Healing is sacred, a place of ancient power. Fulminus can cause great harm there. The journey to the shrine is arduous. I will make preparations. Here, the location of my supply camp. Meet me there. We will continue our mission.
Okay, well, that told me, apparently, and, well, apparently Sergeant Rusk is a man of few words as well. Apparently he had nothing to say there, so... okay, we're going to need to go over there to the Voss supply camp, but we will leave that for the next time. So I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.